Hello and welcome to Mega Conference Quiz Bowl. I'm your new host for the 2006-2007 version of Quiz Bowl. My name is Mike McLean and I'm here courtesy of the Taylor School District. This year we have 16 schools competing to advance to a state level competition in April. Today's contest is between Trenton High School and Wayne High School. Trenton High School is coached by Jason Zarnick and Wayne is coached by Ed McGovern. Let's meet the teams. Trenton, please introduce yourselves.
Alex Eagle, Jr.
Brianne Dolce, sophomore.
Anthony Bardaway, senior captain.
Jacob Boncher, sophomore.
And Wayne?
Nicosi Mason, junior.
Jared Overage, sophomore.
Virginia Reed, captain, junior.
Jim Curtis, junior.
Thank you. The first quarter consists of 15 toss-up questions worth 10 points each. Teams, you may not confer. Please wait until I call on you before responding. Let's begin. This Francis Ford Coppola movie won the Palme d'Or at the Cannes Film Festival. What was this Vietnam War epic based on Joseph Conrad's The Heart of Darkness? Time. That would be Apocalypse Now. Geographically speaking, the following are all political divisions of what country? Andalusia, Navarre, Galicia, Aragon, Castilla, yes, Anthony.
France.
That's incorrect. La Mancha and Catalonia. Jacob.
Russia.
Sorry, those are all parts of Spain. Question 3. She was born in Russia in 1898, immigrated to the U.S. in 1906, married and immigrated to Palestine in 1921. 30 years later, she was named Israeli Minister of Labor. Identify this woman who would become the Prime Minister of Israel. Time. Her name is Golda Meir. This was first exhibited by Whitcomb L. Judson at the World's Columbian Exposition in Chicago and patented in 1893. Identify this slide fastener. Yes, Virginia. Need an answer? Okay. Alex.
The zipper.
The zipper is correct. We've made the board. Though born in the Deep South, he became a staunch abolitionist as well as California's first 2 U.S. senators. Identify this first Republican candidate for president, the explorer known as the Pathfinder. Jacob.
Clark.
Incorrect. And that would be time. His name was John Charles Fremont. Free men and free soil and Fremont. Members include Jean-Francois Millet and Theodore Rousseau. Name this French artistic circle that painted near the Fontainebleau forest. And time. That's called the Barbizon School. What term is used to refer to a series of rhythmic contractions that moves food through, Alex?
Peristalsis.
That is correct. Louis XVI revoked it in 1685. Name this decree issued by Henry IV that granted Huguenots certain religious freedoms in France. Alex.
The Magna Carta.
Sorry, that's England. Clear. And that's time. It's called the Edict of Nantes. He died at a tavern in a fight over his dinner bill. Name this English playwright who wrote The Jew of Malta and Dr. Faustus. Anthony.
Goethe.
Say again. That's incorrect. And time. His name is Christopher Marlowe. This scientist headed Nazi Germany's atom bomb project, and some believe, Nicosi.
Einstein.
Sorry, that's incorrect. And some believe he may have sabotaged it. Name the man who created matrix mechanics and is most famous for his uncertainty principle. And time. That is Werner Heisenberg. Current events. According to the Electoral Court, in what country? Conservative ruling party candidate Felipe Calderon won that country's contested July 2nd election.
Mexico?
Anthony, Mexico is correct. Name the tennis player who recently won the women's singles titles at the U.S. Open. And that's time. Her name is Maria Sharapova. And that ends our first quarter. We'll return after a short break. We're about to begin our second quarter. The second quarter consists of 8 toss-up questions, each worth 10 points. A correct answer entitles that team to bonus questions worth 20 points. Teams may confer on the bonuses, but only the captain may give the answer. Missed bonus questions will be rebounded to the opposing team. And here we go. He died in 1611 in a body of water named for him when his crew mutinied and set him adrift in a small boat. Alex?
Hudson.
That is correct. And a bonus for Trenton. Bonus is American play locales. Given an American play, you will supply the city or the town that is the primary setting. A streetcar named Desire.
San Francisco?
That's incorrect. Wayne?
New York.
That's incorrect. It's New Orleans. Back to Trenton. The Glass Menagerie.
New York?
Incorrect. Wayne?
San Francisco.
No, it's where the Tigers are not having a good time. St. Louis. Back to Trenton. Our town.
New York?
Sorry. Wayne?
San Francisco.
No, this is a little tiny one. Grover's Corner. And back to Trenton. The time of your life.
Chicago?
No. And Wayne? Captain, I need an answer. Okay, it is San Francisco. Toss up 2. Poles and Lithuanians defeated the Teutonic Knights in the first battle fought here, and Germany defeated Russia in the second. Name the site of the famous battles of 1410 and 1914. Time, that is Tannenberg. Bonus 3. People at the 1905 founding convention included Eugene Debs and Bill Haywood. Name this radical labor union whose members were called Wobblies. And that's time. Industrial Workers of the World. His plays include The Robbers and Wallenstein. Name this German writer whose poem, Ode to Joy, Beethoven set to music. Time. His name is Friedrich von Schiller. In what Norman Mailer novel did General Cummings, Sergeant Croft, and Lieutenant Hearn all appear? Time. That would be The Naked and the Dead. If you knew a Norman Mailer, just jump in with anything and you might be right. Toss-up 6. The defendant argued that military courts cannot try civilians. The Supreme Court agreed and overturned his conviction. Name this 1866 court case. Nikosi.
Plessy versus Ferguson.
Incorrect. And that's time. It's Ex parte Milligan. This company, a subsidiary of Heinz, makes frozen French fries as well as the Rosetta frozen pasta. Identify this company whose name derives from 2 western states. Jacob.
Dakota.
Sorry, incorrect. And that's time. You picked 2 western states with the same name. This one was Oregon and Idaho. The company is Ore-Ida. Last toss-up. After England attacked it and a storm damaged it, only 67 of the original 130 ships survived. Name this fleet that tried to... Anthony.
Spanish Armada.
Is correct. And a bonus for Trenton. Okay. Islands. Okay. I need all 4 answers. Okay. Name the 4 largest islands, excluding Australia, in the world in any order.
Greenland, Madagascar, Britain, and Japan.
Okay, you have 2 correct. And Wayne, can you take the other 2?
Sri Lanka, Madagascar,
And I'm guessing Greenland. That's right.
Greenland,
Caribbean.
Catherine, need an answer?
Just from Greenland,
Need an answer,
Sri Lanka,
Captain.
Hawaii.
and Japan.
That's incorrect. Okay. Trenton, you got 2. You got Greenland and Madagascar, and nobody got the other 2. They were New Guinea and Borneo. And that's the end of the first half. We'll be back in a moment to verify the score and begin the second half. We're back to begin the third quarter of our match. The score after the first half is Trenton 60 and Wayne 0. And we have substitutes for both teams. Trenton, would you introduce yourself?
Ryan Sheeran. I'm a junior.
And Wayne?
John Moore. I'm a sophomore.
Alan Nugal. I'm a sophomore.
Okay. The third quarter is our lightning round. Each team will have 60 seconds to correctly answer 10 questions. Teams may confer, but only the captain may give the answer. Questions not answered correctly pass to the other team. The trailing team, Wayne in this case, will be given the first choice of 3 topics. The topics are Academy Awards, literary settings, classification of mammals.
Classification mammals.
Okay, and here we go. Are you ready? 60 seconds on the clock. I will give you a mammal. You give me the biological order to which it belongs. Manatees.
Pass.
Horses.
Quadrupeds.
Incorrect. Squirrels.
Pass.
Whales.
Pass.
Armadillos.
Pass.
Rabbits.
Pass.
Koala.
Marsupial.
Yes. Platypus.
Pass.
Lemurs.
Pass.
Bats.
Pass.
Manatees.
Pass.
Horses.
Pass.
Squirrels.
Pass.
Whales. Armadillos.
Pass.
Rabbits.
Just start guessing.
Pass.
Start guessing.
Platypus.
Just start guessing.
Pass.
Lemurs.
Marsupial.
That's incorrect.
Oh.
And we have just the one. Okay, and that means 9. Pass on to Trenton with 30 seconds on the clock. Trenton, manatees.
I don't know.
Pass.
Horses.
Does that look right?
Equestrian.
No. Squirrels.
Pass.
Whales.
Pass.
Armadillos.
Pass.
Rabbits.
Rodents.
Incorrect. Platypus.
Pass.
Lemurs.
Primate.
Yes.
Awesome.
Bats. Time? Time. And I think that's 1 for each team. And manatees are Sirenia. Horses, Perissodactyla. Squirrels, rodentia. Whales, cetacea. Armadillos, edentata. Rabbits, lagomorpha. Koala was marsupial, was gotten. Platypus, monotremata. Lemurs are primates, and bats are chiropodata. Nasty category. And Trenton, choices left are Academy Awards and literary settings.
Literary settings.
Okay? You will have 60 seconds to identify the state that the primary action of each novel takes place. Ready? My Antonia.
New Mexico.
The Great Gatsby.
California.
No. As I Lay Dying.
Pass.
Of Mice and Men.
Oklahoma.
No. Go Tell It on the Mountain.
Colorado.
No. Deliverance.
Pass.
In Cold Blood.
West Virginia.
No. Tobacco Road.
Virginia.
No. The Jungle.
New York.
Incorrect. East of Eden.
California.
That is correct. And As I Lay Dying.
California.
Incorrect. Deliverance.
California.
Also incorrect. And that finishes it, and we have one correct. And 30 seconds for Wayne.
Montana.
My Antonia.
Montana.
No. The Great Gatsby.
Pass.
As I Lay Dying.
Pass.
Of Mice and Men.
Pass.
Go Tell It on the Mountain.
Wyoming.
That's incorrect. Deliverance.
Pass.
In Cold Blood.
Pass.
Tobacco Road.
Pass.
The Jungle.
Illinois.
Time. You did say time before Illinois. Sorry, I can't take that last one.
Great Gatsby.
It was Illinois. My Antonia was Nebraska. The Great Gatsby in New York. As I Lay Dying, Mississippi. Of Mice and Men, California. Go Tell It on the Mountain, New York. Wyoming was a better choice. Deliverance was in Georgia. In Cold Blood, Kansas. Tobacco Road, Georgia. The Jungle was in Illinois. East of Eden was in California. That ends the third quarter. We'll be right back to finish up this match. The fourth quarter is about to begin. Fourth quarter is a make-or-break quarter consisting of 15 toss-up questions, each worth 20 points. Here we go. What is the specific term in literature that applies to events that are not chronologically in a correct order? Alex.
Flashback?
That's incorrect. Time. Anachronism. He became king of Wessex in AD 829 and conquered Northumbria and Mercia. Name this ruler the first to be called King of the English. Virginia.
King Henry.
That's incorrect. Ryan.
King John.
Sorry, he's even later. Okay. The correct answer is Egbert. Egbert. What Civil War naval leader captured Mobile Bay in 1864? Jacob.
Stonewall Jackson.
Incorrect. And time. His name is David Farragut. Stonewall's on a horse. Egyptians worship him as the patron of metalworkers and as a healer. Name this god represented as a mummy holding the symbols of life, power, and stability. Yes.
Osiris.
Incorrect. Good guess. And time. His name is Ptah, P-T-A-H. This German-born chemist won the Nobel Prize in 1918. Name this man who discovered how to synthesize ammonia by directly combining nitrogen and hydrogen. Ryan.
Mendel.
Sorry, incorrect. His name was Fritz Haber. Toss-up 6. Admiral Horatio Nelson and its architect are buried there. Name this London cathedral rebuilt after the Great Fire by Sir Christopher Wren. Anthony.
Westminster.
That's incorrect. Jacob.
Reynolds Cathedral.
That's also incorrect. It's St. Paul's Cathedral. This compound, which feeds directly into Krebs' citric acid cycle, is formed in the mitochondria when the acetyl group combines with the thiol group of a coenzyme molecule. Name this important molecule. Alex.
Carbon dioxide.
Incorrect. Jacob.
Oxygen.
Also incorrect. Acetyl CoA. In one metabolic pathway that occurs in all living cells, serving as the starting point for fermentation, it is the one metabolic pathway that occurs in all living cells as the starting point for fermentation and aerobic respiration. Alex.
Oxygen.
That's incorrect. Name this process which involves the splitting of glucose into two pyruvate molecules. Time. The process is glycolysis. Its headquarters is in Wisconsin. It is named for an army captain who Chinese communists killed in 1945. Name this right-wing organization. Time. That is the John Birch Society. What type of substance turns red litmus paper blue? Alex.
An acid.
That's incorrect. Jacob.
Water.
That's also incorrect. It's a base. This object's name comes from Tagalog, the language of the Philippines, where it is used as a weapon. Name this toy that was originally made.
It's a yo-yo.
Alan is correct. Please wait for me, Alan. It is the yo-yo. That is correct. Whose scientific principle states that some chemical reactions are reversible and form stable equilibrium systems? Time. That would be Le Chatelier. The forerunner of this powerful communications device was the 1920s Zworykin ionoscope. Name this now common device. Jacob.
Camera.
That's incorrect. Alex.
The telephone.
That's also incorrect. The television. Current events. The media recently mobilized for the birth of a royal baby boy, the first imperial male heir in more than 40 years in what country? Anthony.
Japan.
That is correct. According to the CDC officials, nearly 75 million doses of flu vaccine will be distributed by the end of October, a near record amount that should prevent the shot rationing that has been seen in previous flu seasons. What U.S. federal health agency is known by the initials CDC? Ryan.
Centers of Disease Control.
That is correct. And that ends the fourth quarter. We'll be back in a minute for the final score. The final score today is Trenton 100, Wayne 30. Congratulations to both teams for a good contest. In our next match, Woodhaven High School will play Monroe High School. Please join us. This is Mike McLean saying goodbye from Mega Conference Quiz Bowl.